Beloved soul, today is not just another day on the calendar. Today is evidence that the universe has aligned in your favor. For too long, you may have questioned yourself, doubted your worth, or wondered if life was passing you by. But hear this truth clearly: your time to win has come, and life is already showing you the proof. You have already survived the storms. Think about that for a moment. Every difficulty that once felt impossible, every night you thought you would not make it through, every tear that burned your eyes, every disappointment that made your heart heavy, you lived through them all. The storms of your past may have shaken you, but they did not destroy you. You are still here, stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the blessings ahead than ever before. So often, when you are in the middle of a storm, it feels endless. The clouds seem too heavy, the winds too loud, and the rain too fierce. You may even believe you will never see the light again. But storms always pass. They are never permanent. And when they leave, they often wash away what no longer serves you. The fact that you survived proves something powerful, that you are far stronger than you ever gave yourself credit for. Many times, people see survival as a small thing, as if making it through difficult seasons is not a victory. But survival itself is a win. Every day you got out of bed when your spirit was tired. Every time you faced rejection and chose not to give up. Every time you felt broken but still whispered to yourself, "I will keep going." Those were victories. They may not have looked like the victories you were hoping for at the time, but they were signs of a deeper strength, proof that you were being shaped into someone unshakable. The storms of your past were not punishments. They were preparation. You learned things in those storms that no easy season could have ever taught you. You learned resilience when you had to stand back up after falling. You learned patience when the timing was not what you wanted. You learned faith when you couldn't see a way forward, but somehow found one anyway. Every lesson you carry now is a tool, a treasure that will serve you in the days to come. You might look at yourself and wonder why life had to test you so much. But think about this: a seed cannot grow unless it is first buried in darkness. Only when the rains fall and the winds shake the ground does the seed begin to push upward. That is exactly what happened to you. The storms of your life did not bury you, they planted you. They gave you roots so deep that no wind can ever pull you out of alignment again. Look at the proof in your own life. Think about the times you said, "I can't do this." Yet here you are, standing, and even dreaming again. Think about the times you thought, "This will break me," and yet it did not. If anything, it broke away the false parts of you, the doubt, the fear, the limitations, and revealed your true strength. Your survival is not just about making it through. It is about transformation. You are not the same person you were before the storm. You are more compassionate, more aware, more powerful. You now carry an inner wisdom that whispers, "If I could survive that, I can survive anything." That quiet confidence is your proof that winning is already in your spirit. So do not look at your scars with shame. They are marks of honor. They are signs that you have walked through fires and come out glowing brighter. They show the world that you are resilient, that you are unbreakable, that you are chosen for something greater. And now, as you step forward, know this: the storms are behind you. They serve their purpose, and they cannot hold you anymore. The skies are clearing, the sun is rising, and your path is opening. Your time to win has come, and the proof is already written in your survival. Each breath you take is evidence. Each dream that still lives in your heart is evidence. You have already survived the storms, and because of that, nothing can stop you from stepping into your season of victory. Your inner voice is getting louder, and that is no accident. For so long, you may have pushed it aside, silenced it with doubt, or drowned it beneath the noise of what others expected from you. Yet here you are, at this very moment, feeling its presence more strongly than ever before. That quiet whisper inside of you, the one that says you are capable of more, that you are meant to rise, that life has greater things in store for you, that whisper is turning into a steady and undeniable call. And the reason is simple. You are ready. The inner voice is the purest part of you. It does not speak with fear, and it does not question your worth. It simply knows. It knows who you truly are beneath the layers of insecurity. It knows the dreams you tucked away because you thought they were too big or too impossible. It knows your strength, even when you forget. When that voice grows louder, it is not trying to push you into something you are not prepared for. It is reminding you of who you have always been. Think of the times in your life when you ignored it. Maybe it told you to walk away from someone who was not treating you right, but you stayed. Maybe it told you to take a chance on yourself, but you hesitated. Each time you went against it, something felt wrong, didn't it? That heaviness in your chest, that unease in your spirit, that was the discomfort of betraying yourself. Now, your inner voice refuses to be ignored any longer. It is louder because life is offering you the chance to finally align with your truth. This voice will not shout in anger. It does not come with force or fear. Instead, it comes with clarity. It comes with gentle strength. It is the voice that says, "You are more powerful than your past." It is the voice that whispers, "Your dreams are valid." It is the voice that urges you to step out of waiting and into creating. You may notice it most when you are quiet, when the distractions fade, when you are alone with your own thoughts. That is when it rises, reminding you of everything you were born to be. The reason it feels louder now is because you have grown. You have survived enough storms to recognize that your spirit has never left your side. You have reached a point where pretending not to hear it is no longer possible. Life cannot let you stay small anymore. That voice is proof that your time to win is here because it is guiding you to the choices, the actions, and the mindset that will bring your dreams into reality. And let us be honest, sometimes it feels scary. Sometimes following that inner guidance means walking away from the familiar, stepping into the unknown, or disappointing those who want you to remain who you were. But the louder your voice becomes, the less those fears matter. Fear may still knock at your door, but courage will answer because you cannot unhear the truth of your own soul. This inner voice is not asking you to do everything at once. It simply asks for one step at a time. Trust the nudge. Trust the idea that will not leave your mind. Trust the feeling that you are meant for more. Proof of your coming victory is not only outside of you, it lives inside, and it is speaking clearly now. Every time you choose to listen, the path ahead becomes lighter, brighter, and more aligned. You are not imagining this. That growing sense of possibility, that feeling that something new is calling you is real. Your inner voice is not only louder, it is guiding you to the life that has been waiting for you all along. It is proof that your winning season has already begun. And all you have to do is listen, trust, and follow where it leads. Doors that were once closed are opening, and you can feel it if you pause for a moment and truly listen to your life. For a long time, It may have seemed as if every path you tried to walk was blocked, every opportunity slipped away, and every effort ended in silence. You may have felt invisible, overlooked, or unworthy, as though life was ignoring your desires. But that season is ending. The doors that refused to move before are now unlocking with ease. And it is not by chance. It is because you have grown into the person who is ready to walk through them. Closed doors are not punishments. They are protection. They are delays meant to prepare you. They were the universe's way of saying, not yet, you're still being shaped. When a door did not open in the past, it was never rejection. It was redirection. It was life sparing you from what was not aligned, from what would have limited you, from what would not have honored your worth. Every no you encountered was simply a whisper of a greater yes, waiting in the future. And now the future is here. Think of how often you knocked and received silence. How many times did you pour your heart into something, only to find yourself standing outside with nothing but disappointment? In those moments, you may have felt powerless, but notice how those experiences carved you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. They trained you to be patient. They taught you discernment. They showed you what you will no longer settle for. That is why today, when doors swing open for you, you will not walk through carelessly. You will walk through with awareness, gratitude, and strength. The signs are already around you. People you never expected to support you are suddenly showing up with encouragement. Opportunities that once seemed far out of reach are making their way toward you. Conversations are unfolding in your favor. Synchronicities, the right place, the right time, the right words, are aligning more than ever before. This is the universe's way of saying, the time has come. Step forward. When doors open, it is not just about external opportunities. Sometimes it is about inner freedom. The door of your confidence is opening wider. The door of self-love is no longer locked. The door to forgiveness, peace, and release is waiting for you to enter. These inner doors are just as valuable as any external success, because once you walk through them, everything in your outer world begins to shift to match the power within you. Understand this. You are not the same person who once stood before those closed doors. Back then, you may have been anxious, insecure, or afraid. Now, you are ready. The doors are opening not because life suddenly decided to favor you, but because you became aligned with what you were asking for. You released what was weighing you down. You healed what needed healing. You rose to a higher vibration, and at that level, doors cannot help but open. Walking through them requires courage. It requires trust. Sometimes what is behind a newly opened door is unfamiliar, and that can feel intimidating. But remember, if the door has opened, it is because you are ready. You would not be shown the opportunity if you were not prepared to receive it. Take the step. Say yes to the new chapter. Let yourself believe that life is working with you now, not against you. These open doors are not small. They are symbolic. They are proof that your persistence has not been wasted, that your patience has been rewarded, and that your faith has created a shift. Walk boldly through them, with gratitude in your heart and trust in your spirit. For every door that once refused to move is now swinging wide open, and on the other side is the life you were always meant to live. Your energy has shifted, and even if you don't fully realize it yet, others can feel it. There was a time when you gave yourself away too easily. Your peace, your attention, your love, your forgiveness, even when it wasn't honored or valued. You tolerated what drained you because you believed you had to. You stayed where you didn't belong because you thought you weren't strong enough to leave. But something deep inside you has awakened, and now the way you move, the way you think, and the way you show up is entirely different. The shift in your energy did not happen overnight. It came after countless lessons. It came after moments of exhaustion when you realized you could no longer live for everyone else but yourself. It came after disappointments that forced you to ask, what do I really deserve? And it came after quiet nights when you chose reflection instead of resentment. Slowly, the old version of you that was willing to shrink, bend, and settle fell away. What remained was the truest, most powerful version of your spirit. When your energy shifts, the world shifts with you. People respond differently. Situations unfold differently. Doors that were once sealed shut begin to open. And at the same time, things that used to excite you may no longer hold your attention. Conversations that once consumed you now feel empty. The people who fed off your energy suddenly sense that they no longer have the same access to you. This is not selfishness. It is self-awareness. You are not colder, you are clearer. You are not bitter, you are balanced. You are not distant, you are discerning. This new energy is proof of your growth. You have begun to realize that peace is more valuable than constant noise. You have begun to notice that saying no does not make you unkind, it makes you free. You are protecting your time, your space, and your spirit not because you are closed off, but because you now understand your worth. That inner shift radiates outward. It makes you magnetic to the right people and invisible to the wrong ones. Those who are aligned with your new vibration are drawn closer, while those who once thrived on your old patterns naturally drift away. Perhaps the most powerful part of this shift is how you feel within yourself. You no longer wake up with the same heaviness you once carried. Even if challenges remain, you face them with a different strength. You speak to yourself with more kindness. You trust your intuition more deeply. You don't chase what is running away from you. And you don't beg for what doesn't belong to you. You have learned to release, and in releasing, you have discovered freedom. This energy shift is also a declaration to the universe, I am ready for more. When you stop entertaining what drains you, you create space for what fulfills you. When you let go of what was never meant for you, you clear the path for what has been waiting for you all along. That is why you may start noticing small miracles. A chance encounter, an unexpected opportunity, a feeling of alignment that makes you smile for no reason. These are signs that your new energy is attracting your new reality. Do not underestimate the power of this transformation. Others may not always understand it. Some may even resist it. But this is not about them. It is about you. It is about finally standing in your truth, finally believing in your worth, and finally allowing yourself to shine without apology. Your energy has shifted, and that shift is the clearest proof that your winning season has already begun. Embrace it, nurture it, and trust it, because it is guiding you to everything your soul has been waiting for. You feel pulled toward growth, and that pull is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. Deep inside, there is a quiet yet undeniable force urging you to expand beyond the familiar, beyond the limitations you once accepted, beyond the small version of yourself you once believed you had to be. This pull shows up in different ways: a dream that refuses to leave your heart, a desire to learn more, a craving for deeper peace, a hunger to rise into a greater version of yourself. And even though it may sometimes feel uncomfortable, it is the clearest proof that you are evolving into who you were always meant to be. Growth rarely feels easy. It often shows up disguised as discomfort, as restlessness, as the sense that something about your life no longer fits. You may look around and realize that the conversations you used to enjoy no longer inspire you, or that the places you used to spend time now feel heavy. You might even notice that some relationships begin to fade, not because of anger, but because you are no longer aligned with the energy they bring. That pull you feel is life calling you higher, asking you to step into spaces that challenge you, stretch you, and nurture the new version of your soul. You have already tasted enough of what it feels like to stay the same, and you know it no longer satisfies you. There was a time when comfort felt safe, when repeating the same patterns felt easier than change. But now your spirit is restless in comfort. It wants more. It wants growth, truth, expansion. That is why the pull is so strong. It will not let you ignore it. Every day you feel it, whether through a thought that whispers, "There's more for you," or a sudden inspiration that excites you. This is the universe showing you that you are ready to rise. Growth is not about becoming someone new. It is about remembering who you truly are. It is about peeling away the layers of doubt, fear, and insecurity that were placed on you and allowing your authentic self to shine. That pull you feel is your higher self reminding you that you were not born to live small. You were not born to simply survive. You were born to thrive, to create, to love, to shine, to inspire. Every step you take toward growth brings you closer to that truth. Of course, the pull can be frightening. It might mean leaving behind things you once depended on. It might mean starting over, trying something unfamiliar, or risking failure. But fear is not a sign to stop. It is simply proof that you are stretching into new territory. Nothing extraordinary ever grows in the soil of comfort. The garden of your life flourishes only when you are willing to plant new seeds, even when you cannot yet see what they will become. And here is the beauty of it: growth always rewards you. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, life meets you with blessings. Every time you say yes to the pull, you discover new strengths you didn't know you had. Every time you honor the call to expand, you attract people, opportunities, and experiences that match the new energy you are stepping into. The pull you feel is not leading you into emptiness. It is guiding you into abundance. So trust it. Trust the desire for more peace, more purpose, more love, more light. Trust the feeling that whispers you can rise higher. Trust the pull toward growth, because it is proof that you are aligned with your winning season. You are not being asked to leap into the unknown blindly. You are being invited to step into the life you were created for. The pull is your soul's way of guiding you home to your true power, your true joy, your true destiny. The universe rewards courage always. Every time you choose to move forward despite your fear, every time you listen to your heart instead of the noise around you, every time you step into the unknown with faith instead of shrinking back into doubt, life rises to meet you. Courage is not about being fearless. It is about feeling the fear and taking the step anyway. It is the language of trust, the signal to the universe that you are ready for more. And once you begin walking in courage, you will notice doors opening, opportunities appearing, and blessings flowing in ways you never imagined possible. Think about the moments in your life when you acted with courage, even in the smallest ways. Maybe you spoke up when it would have been easier to stay silent. Maybe you ended something that was hurting you, even though it scared you to let go. Maybe you finally decided to chase a dream, even though the outcome was uncertain. Each of those choices was a declaration, a message to life itself that you believe in yourself, that you believe in the unseen, that you are ready to receive. And each time you acted courageously, you grew stronger, more resilient, more alive. Courage does not always roar. Sometimes it is the quiet voice that says, "I will try again tomorrow." Sometimes it is a single step, a small yes that shifts everything. You may not see the ripple at first, but courage creates waves that travel far beyond the moment. One act of courage can change the direction of your entire life. It can lead you out of darkness into light. It can carry you out of lack into abundance. It can move you from heartbreak into healing. The universe rewards such boldness because courage is faith in action. Fear will always try to stop you. It will whisper 1,000 reasons why you cannot, why you are not ready, why you might fail. But courage knows the truth. Fear is an illusion. Fear exists only to test your commitment. It stands at the doorway of every dream, asking, "Are you willing to believe in yourself enough to step through?" And when you do, when you take that leap, you discover that the fear was never real. It was only the shadow that disappears the moment you shine your light. The universe does not reward hesitation. It does not reward doubt. It rewards movement. The moment you act with courage, the moment you say yes to yourself, everything begins to shift. People you need suddenly appear. Resources flow to you. Ideas come to your mind with clarity. Life seems to arrange itself in your favor because your courage has opened a pathway that fear was blocking. Do not wait until you feel ready, because the truth is you may never feel completely ready. Courage is not about waiting for perfect timing. It is about creating the timing. It is about saying, even if I stumble, even if I fall, I will still rise again. The universe smiles upon that kind of spirit because it reflects the very energy of creation itself. Bold, expansive, unstoppable. Every great transformation begins with courage. The courage to leave behind what no longer serves you. The courage to believe in what others cannot see. The courage to love yourself enough to demand better. When you live with courage, you align with your highest self, and that alignment becomes magnetic. Abundance, healing, love, peace, all of it gravitates toward the courageous heart. So let this be your reminder: courage is not a rare gift given to a few. It already lives within you. Each time you choose it, you step closer to the life you desire. Each time you honor it, the universe responds with blessings. Your winning season is not waiting for someone stronger, braver, or more powerful. It is waiting for you. And the proof is simple. The moment you act with courage, the universe cannot help but reward you.